What's so special about it is the international side. We had people from multiple continents, including Latin America was pointed out to me that I hadn't realized we had representatives from there. And so there's an incredible mix here because Paris is more of an international city than would be some of the cities in the US where these conferences take place.
Winning the startup competition at Doctors 2.0 and you, as the winner, what do you get for winning?
Oh, the prize was gorgeous, really. We got the opportunity to go to Stanford Medicine X, which is hosted by Dr. Larry Chu.
In the Netherlands, people tend to be quite innovative, and I did for years I did the presidency of the Dutch Society of Simulation and Serious Gaming in healthcare. And what you see happening now is that within my profession and other medical doctors, serious games are being used increasingly as a tool for medical education.
Doctor 2.0 is a particularly important event for us. Today, eye health is a worldwide leader in connected health. By definition, eye health takes the signals of your body and translates them into a meaningful format using tactile platforms. By tactile platforms, I mean mobile phones, tablets, whatever. It'll work on Android, on iOS, or whatever system it is. Doctor 2.0 is important because for years we've been trying to pull away from the gadget syndrome that all connected health is attached to it. And we would like, in fact, the doctors to actually start using this, so we need to propagate that word.
The fact is they're not taking the medications because they're keeping us, following us along. That, we're in charge, yeah, sure you are. Leave that in the cupboard to expire. Next question.
I think the conference is very interesting because the participants are from all kinds of fields, like industry, hospital, online community, social medias. So it's not like some commercial conference only from a specific industry. So it's kind of like melting pot. You can hear all kinds of interesting ideas, open your mind and inspire your ideas. So it's really cool. I really love it.
I don't remember how I saw it. I remember I looked at Doctors 2.0 and you of last year, and I saw that it was interesting, and the tweet chats that came out of that were interesting. So when I got the proposal to apply, I applied. It was quite straightforward. I was interviewed after my submission, so there was about an hour interview, and eventually we were finalists and we were invited. So I think they actually went through a selection process which was more mature than I've seen in other places, because this interview doesn't always take place. Sometimes they just take your application. In this case, we actually had a live interview over Skype so that they'd see that the organizers saw that it's something worth presenting.
This is for people who kind of can't attend or can't afford to attend or too sick to attend, whatever. How would you describe a hashtag?
Hashtag is any word or string of letters that has the pound sign in front of it that identifies the subject of what that tweet is about. It might be an acronym that nobody would recognize, but those that are involved in the conversation will recognize it and can follow that tweet stream.
Like COPD, for example.
Absolutely. Good example.
This is my second time at Doctors 2.0. I am grateful to Denise Silber and her team. She invited me last year, and I came here 2 days after I had my glass, and I was able to give the first medical presentation with Google Glass. I didn't even know how to use it quite yet when I had it, and people got really interested on it. A few days later, I went back home to Maine, and I did the first operation with Google Glass, and that really woke up a cascade of things for me in regards to being able to deliver a message in a very powerful way. I think that Doctors 2.0, I have no doubt, is the conference to go to if you want to really network and relate and find powerful, hopeful stories from the doctor's perspective, from the patient's perspective, from the industry perspective, and to mix it all up in one big place. I think that the amount of information and the potential results from your interactions from this conference is just unbelievable.
I'm energized by all the positive waves that I felt during the 2 days. I could tell that the people were enjoying this, and it's not enjoyment for enjoyment's sake, but they're learning, and there are going to be follow-ups. So many partnerships occur here. So many people's lives have been changed by attending over the years.
You come here as an advocate from your respective disease community and where you live, and you think, yeah, I'm going to Paris. They wanted me to speak. That's great. Then you come here and you listen to a couple of people speak and you feel like a slacker. You know, when all you do is dedicate yourself to helping other people, which is great.
I
people
just run
do
a
so much more.
You know, I'm watching all these startups and these
it's
huge
incredible.
tech companies.
Two or three. That one doctor up there, she's got serious games. She's doing mobile health. I mean,
You're absolutely right.
I thought it was a hologram of her. You know, like how could she do all these things?
Although, admittedly, and this is the last thing I'll say, I love any conference I could wear jeans to.
I think this is a great conference, and I love it because I think one thing that surprised me most about this conference was the level of interest in the patient perspective. That's been everyone's sort of, people come from that principle that healthcare is really about the patient perspective, and people want to hear that in this kind of environment.
Denise and I share similar visions in our conferences, and so we partnered for several years now. And Doctors 2.0 is our only sister conference that partners with Medicine X.
Well, they're both a disruptive conference in the sense of they challenge the norm in healthcare.
Absolutely.
And I love that about the pair of them. Probably Doctors 2.0, ironically given the title, doesn't have as many clinicians in the room as Stanford does. And I don't know why that is. And they take slightly different tracks. So Stanford tends to look at maybe a bit more entrepreneurial stuff. It tends to look at a bit more big picture ideas, creatives. And here we're focused a bit more on the now and the tomorrow technology in a different way. But overall, the vibe and the buzz is the same, considering you're merging an American culture with a French culture.
Right.
That's very difficult. And that's down to Denise and Larry Chu in Stanford. Their personalities come out.